Hey guys, so I thought I'd do a video. Yeah, so I hope you guys are alright. This is going to be a bit of a different video for me. I don't know if I've done any videos like this from before. I can't quite remember. But you'll have to excuse my voice because I'm slightly losing it. I think just a tad, just a little bit. Now, I want to talk about the new law that was just passed in California. And it tells you basically the new discrimination law. I really want to discuss this briefly with you guys and give you my views and opinions and thoughts on it. And just for more clarification on that law, I'm gonna look it up so you can so I can explain it to you and get more of a grasp on it, and the same for you guys if you haven't heard much about it. I want to make sure it's factually right, because it's important. I hate that when you click on a site and the volume starts before you've even had a chance to know what site you're on. It's like, hello, excuse me, that's so rude of you to interrupt. But no. And yes, I've had my hair cut again. Look at it, it's even more short. I love it. Love it. It was shorter than this. It's been like this for nearly 2 weeks. I can't believe it's been 2 weeks. Madness. And yeah. So basically, this new law was passed on Wednesday. And it's in North Carolina, and it's called House Bill 2, and it's also known as the Public Facilities Privacy and Security Act, which was signed into law by Governor Pat McCrory on Wednesday this week. Just gone. So this is what it says it does. House Bill 2 declares that state law overrides all local ordinances concerning wages, employment and public accommodations. Thus, the law non-bars local municipalities, I hope I said that right, probably didn't, my apologies, from creating their own rules prohibiting discrimination in public places based on sexual orientation and gender identity. Though North Carolina does have a statewide non-discrimination law, it does not include specific protections for LGBTQ people. The law also directs all public schools, government agencies and public college campuses to require that multiple occupancy bathrooms and changing facilities, such as locker rooms, be designated for use only by people based on their biological sex, stated on their birth certificate. Transgender people can use the bathrooms and changing facilities that correspond to their gender identity, only if they get the biological sex on their birth certificate changed. Under the law, public institutions can still offer single occupancy facilities. Now, this is just what I can gather in terms of how I understand this new law and the fact that it's discriminative against LGBTQ people. It's basically, I think, stems from the use of transgender people and designated toilets. So basically, if you're transgender, so you was a boy but are now a girl, and you want to use the ladies' toilets, you're not privileged to, unless on your birth certificate your sex has been changed from male to female. Basically changed from your assigned sex at birth to your sex now that you identify as. Now, and vice versa, for women to male. Where do I stand on this? I personally don't have a problem with using a toilet where a transgender person uses a toilet. you would most definitely not know. And even if you did, I don't see a problem with it. You're not gonna. The last time I checked, I didn't go in a public toilet to chat to people or anything like that. I just went to use the toilet. So the likeliness of even finding this information out is highly unlikely. And even if for some reason you do, or you do know, or did know, it wouldn't make no difference to me if someone who was a male who's now identifies and lives as a woman, but doesn't have that her gender changed on her birth certificate, feel free to use the same toilet as me, and vice versa. I can't speak for other people, but it doesn't make me uncomfortable or think anything wrong with it. I think it's an equal right. Being transgender, this is who they identify as, and this is who they should have been from the beginning. And we can choose to make their life easier, because it hasn't been easy, far from it, or we can choose to make it hard, and this is making it hard. And I'm so glad to see that the media and entertainment industry, from Marvel, from Rob Reiner, film director, and also Apple and the NBA, who are also saying, because I know there's other states that are having some law things going on as well, who are finding this incredibly controversial and discriminative, and will stop doing business and promoting their games there and their films and everything like that, and doing, which brings in money, which will then give them the power to keep facilitating this bill and basically taking away equal rights and human rights of others, for stupid reasons, for ignorant reasons. And again, that is usually the case with these laws. Just like, I think it was, let me have a look, let me double check. I like to make sure I'm being factually correct. Like Proposition 8, is that right? Hold on, let me double check that. Just trying to find it, hoping it's right. The don't, that's it. That's what I was looking for. The don't ask, don't tell law that was brought in. And personally, for me, all these types of things, whether it's a law that's put in through government, whether it's someone's thing they want to dish out, whatever, it's just another part of ignorance and another way of hurting people and stopping people's free liberty and equal rights to live a happy life without discrimination. Now, as for whether this affects, I presume, because it does say it, it affects all local ordinances concerning wages, employment and public accommodations. So I think that means this is going to break protections for other things as well in employment and wages and certain accommodations in public. So maybe places where they go to stay, people go to stay, if you're LGBT, could be discriminated against because of that. The same in jobs and the same in wages. And if that is the case, if someone could leave a message or info on that, if that's correct, I'd love to just verify that I've got it right. And yeah, I basically think it's a real step backwards, but it's a step forward in the sense that we've got big companies and big people in the industry, media industry, and businesses standing up pretty much right away saying, no, this is not acceptable, you do this, we will basically distance ourselves from you, from the state, and in business, in funding any movies and entertainment and basketball games and any other business with you until this law is voided, basically got rid of, which needs to happen ASAP, because this should never have been allowed to happen in the first place. So that's kind of where I stand. I don't have a problem with toilets being shared with someone who's transgender, whether it's a man to female, female to man, etc. If that's part of the argument, which I think it is as well, that's where I stand. Doesn't make no difference to me. I just want people to be happy and comfortable in their own skin and who they are, and have the same fair, equal rights as everybody. Whether you're male or female, we should all have equal rights and freedoms to live our life safely, freely, happily, respectedly, and humanely. And yeah, hopefully this will be repealed and got rid of, and we can get back to creating more things where LGBTQ people are more accepted and things like this are not allowed to happen again. Which at the moment they probably will, but we and other people, businesses, loads of different people and organisations will fight to do everything to stop things like from happening, and just get the freedom for people to live their lives the way they should. And yeah, so I hope this gives you an idea of what this is all about, and my views and opinions on it. If I've got anything wrong, like, correct me. I'm happy to be corrected. And if you could fill me in on any other bits about this law or any other topics you'd like me to talk about, please message me down below, or I'll put a link to my Facebook page. You can message me on there. And yeah, I hope you liked this video. If you did, please put some likes, so I know to do more videos along this sort of line. And yeah, happy Easter, and I hope it's been great for everybody. And I will see you guys soon. Lots of love. Bye.